Let's get this clear. Purpose is not a destination, it is a journey. Guys, I don't want to beat around the bush here. You know me. We just get straight to the point. I want you guys to understand that there's a lot of myths when it comes to purpose and chasing purpose. There's a lot of myths, and I don't want to be the person to continue lying to you, you know? I want to tell you the truth. I want to tell you the truth. So, there's a few myths that I've heard that I just really want to debunk because people perish because of lack of knowledge, right? Oh my days. Can you hear the ice cream truck? I hope this microphone is not picking up the ice cream truck. Anyways, I'm going to continue because I can hear it going further away. So let's debunk some of these myths when it comes to purpose. The first one that I want to debunk is the fact that purpose, it is not a destination, it is a journey. So what I mean by that is a lot of people think they'll get to a place where they arrive. And I really want to challenge that thought. What does arrive mean? What does arrive, what does it look like? Not even what it means. What does arrive look like? A lot of people think they have to do X, Y, Z, and then they're chilling. They've arrived. They've made it. But my challenge to you guys to make you think a little bit, what does that mean? What does that look like? What does arrive look like? I've arrived. What does that look like? What does I've made it look like? Because if your I made it is you want to have £100,000 in your bank account, there's people with that right now. As we speak, they have that in their bank account right now. But those people are not chilling, sitting outside. It's a nice day today, having a Capri Sun. There's more work that needs to be done. There's more work that you need to do. So don't think now you've done the thing that you said that you've done. That's it for the rest of your life. Look at it this way. The fact that you're still alive on this earth means that there's more work for you to do. There's more things that you need to do and achieve. So don't strive to hit a certain level. Then once you've hit that level, you're cool. You're chilling because you start chilling, everyone else is going to continue growing. Before you know it, you're behind again. Constantly strive for more. Purpose is not a destination, guys. The things that you do day to day can help you in that journey of purpose. So, a lot of these things come back down to simple things like being obedient, being quite disciplined. If you're not disciplined, if you're not obedient, I don't know where you're going. I really don't know where you're going. Before you're striving for these things, you have to get the simple things patterned first. You have to get these things sorted out. You need to be obedient. You need to be disciplined. You need to be more organized. All these things, these simple strategies can help you to strive on that journey of purpose. It is not a it's not a destination, guys. Look at it, even Jesus himself, his life was not one event. He didn't just turn water into wine and then call it quits. You see, there's many different things that he did on this earth, right? There's many different things for us to do on this earth. It's not just Jesus did one miracle, locked off the whole scene, and died on the cross. No, there's plenty of other things that he did. More so than what's even written in the Bible, to be honest. But what we know is a lot, and you can tell that the guy was grinding. He wasn't sleeping on the job. He wasn't having days off. He was always on job. The same with you. The same with you. You cannot think that it is a destination. So once you've made it, you sit outside with your Capri Sun or your pina colada, whatever you want to drink on this nice day outside, and think that you've made it in success. What does arrive look like? That would be my question to everyone that wants to arrive. What does that look like? Please, I don't know what it looks like. So please write down what it looks like just for my own. Maybe I'm ignorant. Maybe I don't know what's really going on here. But you can't arrive. There's more. Think about maybe someone that you look up to. You think they've arrived? You probably think, oh my gosh, they've made it. Like, think about celebrities and oh my gosh, they made it. They're famous, whatever. If that's your goal, fine. Glory be to God. Those people that have now made it, they've become famous, which is your goal, your desire. Have they stopped? They're still doing more projects. They're still working on their music. They're still working on the acting, whatever it is that they became famous for. They're still working on that talent. They're still crafting it. They're still training with the coach in the gym. They're still working hard because there's more that can be done. There's more that can be achieved. Don't limit yourself. Don't have a limiting mindset and say, okay, I'm just going to do one or two things and I'll be satisfied and happy in this life. Like, come on. We need to strive for more, guys. That's why purpose is not a destination. You have to constantly strive for more. It is a journey. Okay? It is a journey. Right. That's number one. That's myth number one. The second myth I want to speak to you guys about is that purpose is rooted in who you are, not what you do. I've got another video. I'll probably populate it. Is that a word? I always make up words. I'll probably put the video up somewhere or here. I don't know. The video is going to flip. I'll put the video up somewhere for you to listen to when I speak about separating who you are from what you do. They're two separate things. I don't want to go too much into it because there's already a video that I've now probably put up anyways that you guys need to listen to. But you need to separate who you are and what you do. They are two different things. Don't get caught up in titles. Doctor this, sergeant this, barrister this, judge this. Don't get too caught up in titles because the person with the title, they were somebody before that title and they will continue to be somebody after that title. A lot of people are too caught up on title and they think that title is it. Like your identity precedes your assignment. Before, hey, Bible, before you were formed in your mother's womb, God knew you. So God already knew you before you were even formed, right? When it comes to your identity, guys, please take time and work on it. Find out who you are. I beg you. I literally beg you. And I don't beg about many things. I literally beg you. Find out who you are. I promise you that self-discovery journey, it's beautiful. It's beautiful because once you know who you are, you can be better aligned in your walk, in where God wants you to be, in your purpose. Once you know who you are, there's no point chasing this purpose thing if you don't know who you are because it doesn't make sense. You don't know your strengths, you don't know your weaknesses, you're too caught up with title. Separate those things, find out who you are, please. I literally look into my eyes. I literally beg you right now. Find out who you are, please. Find out your strengths. Your identity precedes your assignment, guys. Joseph, if you guys know the Bible, in Genesis, Joseph, yeah, he ended up becoming prime minister of Egypt, yeah. But he just started off just as a humble guy in a big family. He got snaked by his brothers. He got sold into slavery. He went to Egypt, and then this guy's wife tried to move to him. He said, nah, it's not that thing. This is the 2025 version, but obviously I'm just using a bit of slang. Basically, then he got sent into prison. Within the prison, he didn't just sit down and cry, oh, pity party, pity party. He started helping people out. He already had a gift of telling dreams already. So he was using that gift in the prison. And then his administrative skills started to come into play. And before he knew it, he was already out of the prison using the skills that he patterned in prison and patterned when he was with his brothers, the dream and stuff as well. Put it all together. And because he had all these skills that he was working on during this time, he was the best person for the job. He was the best person to be prime minister. Don't look at it bad. Don't look at your life bad and give yourself a pity party, guys. There's a reason for things happening in your life. God is very purposeful. Look at everything that's happening in your life and just think, what's God teaching me here? What should I be learning here? Once you flip it and start to think of everything as a learning opportunity, less likely for you to have a pity party, number one. Number two, You can find out that this thing that you're learning can help with your identity and shaping who you are, getting you ready for your purpose, you know? So everything works together for the good, yeah? For those who are called. Okay, anyways, I'm doing too much scripture. Listen, separate who you are and this title business. Just because you're doctor this, that's not everything. Is that everything to you? You need a bit more of a colourful CV. Don't look at this title and think that's it. Separate who you are and what you do, please. But I've got a video on that I've already done. I just want you guys to know that your identity really precedes your assignment. Yeah? Your value is not based on titles and roles. That's the last thing. Don't place too much importance on the title, on the role. Like what? Humble yourself before the Lord, yeah, and He will lift you up. Don't let these titles, don't let it get to your head. And you already know who's type people with titles that it's already gotten into their head. They walk tall. They walk that they've arrived. Remember what I just said, myth number one. What is arrive? What does that look like? Please, your value is not based on that. Yeah? So that's myth number two. Myth number three, guys, there's a cost. There's a cost to purpose, and that is comfort, which is the enemy. I've done this, one of my very first video. I'm just shouting down the camera saying comfort is the enemy. It's still the truth. Comfort is the enemy. But that is the cost for purpose. That is the cost for walking in purpose, is that comfort is the enemy. No, the cost for purpose is that you're going to have to say yes to different things and say no to different things. You're going to have to say no to comfort. That's one of the things you're going to have to say no to. And yes to more opportunities. How can I put this bluntly? You're going to have to sacrifice more, and it will hurt. But in the grand scheme of things, would you rather cry now or cry later? I'd rather cry now. I'd rather do, I would rather shed a few tears right now, to be honest. Use the opportunity that you have now to your advantage. You're fit and able. You still have resources available. You've still got a network of people around you. Please use your resources. Please use what's around you. Use your abilities to your advantage right now, because there could come a time, and I know this because I work in healthcare. There's a lot of people who, when they get injured, they have a lot of regrets. I wish I this. I wish I that, because they didn't take the opportunity when they had the chance. So I'm speaking to you now, guys. Take the opportunity while you have the chance to do so. Say no to comfort. Say no to comfort. Get rid of that. I'll give you a personal story for me, for things that I had to sacrifice, because it's about sacrifice at the end of the day to get on the right journey, right? One of the things that I love to do, I love to travel, guys. I love it with my whole heart. Unashamedly, I love to travel. And I used to move very jobless. I used to have like 3 holidays a year, like, yeah, out of your uncle. I used to do that a lot. But then when I started a business, I think it was during lockdown when I started a business, I couldn't just leave. I couldn't just up and leave. Who's looking after the business? Who's really sitting here and looking after the business? So because now I've got something that I have to do, something that I'm responsible for, it doesn't mean I can just up and leave just anyhow. Before I could just drop everything and go. I had no responsibilities other than working. I don't have any kids right now. I'm not married right now. Like what? It's just me. As long as I take care of myself, I'm good. I'm in my 20s, right? Or late 20s now. The scale is tipping over. No, it's tipped over, to be honest. Tipped over. Anyways, I had I had no other responsibilities apart from myself. But as soon as I started my business, it meant a lot of different things. I couldn't just have my 3 holidays a year now. Why? Because number one, finances. Now I have to budget differently, because a lot of money that I earn, I like a lot of directors' loans is from me into my business. So now the money that I earn, I now have to put a certain percentage into the business. On top of that, now my hottest years, well, not hottest years, my hottest months are summer, which means during the summer I should be in this country because that's when the business is booming more, which means now I can't just be going on holiday in the summer because I'm needed here in this country. But then when it gets a bit more quieter, winter seasons, that is my opportunity to now go. However, even if I go, it doesn't mean that people won't stop buying, because I've had incidences when I've been abroad and people have still bought from the business. And it's still a small business right now. By God's grace, we're going to blow, we're going to fly by God's grace. But it meant that I had to have a contingency plan, which meant that I had to have some trusted people that I could give stock to, because I don't have enough of a fulfillment center right now. It's just me, myself, and outsourcing material and all that stuff. So now I had trusted people that could send off packages to me if I was abroad. You see, there's a lot of things that come into play. There's a lot of things that come into play when you've got responsibility with you. So it's not to say that I now don't go. I still fly out, but it's reduced. The amount of times that I go out a year, it's reduced. I'll never stop. I love seeing the world. I love traveling, but it means that there's a lot more responsibility tied to it. I can't just drop and leave right now. It doesn't even make any sense. It's even comical to even think about it. Long story short, long story short, you have to say no to comfort. You have to say no to comfort. It's going to take more sacrificing. This journey of purpose, it's not for the faint hearted. It's not for the faint hearted, but everyone's got an assignment. Everyone's got something that they need to do on this earth. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. That's how I look at it. Very plain and simple. God is very purposeful. He wants you to achieve something, He wants you to do something. That's why you're here. So please look at your life. Start to say no to comfort. You need to sacrifice a little bit more. A little bit more. Yeah? Purpose stretches you guys. It elevates you. But you have to be stretched. Stretched. And sometimes it's uncomfortable. I remember saying to some of my closest friends, like I was like, I feel like I'm getting stretched, like my arms and my limbs, and I'm getting stretched, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't even do this right now. But you can. You're building capacity. You're building capacity, and it's beautiful at the end of the day, because you surprise yourself. You'll realize that you can do more than you ever envisioned or ever imagined, just because you are focused, right? So my question to you is that out of all of those myths that we've debunked, which one hits home for you more? Really think about it, guys, because I'm trying to challenge you. I don't want you guys to have a limited mindset, ghetto. I don't want you guys to have that. I want you guys to elevate. I want you guys to grow. I want you guys to be transformed, honestly, because I've experienced it myself, and now I'm like enlightened. I'm like, yo, everyone needs a piece of this. So these things I'm doing are just trying to challenge you a little bit, to make you think, and to help you build more capacity as well. I guess that's what we're going with this, to be honest. So think about these things that I've said. Which one hits home more? Work on that thing. And once you've worked on that, work on the next thing. All of these things, walking in purpose, once you know who you are, you're walking confidently. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, guys. And still, if you want a kickstart on your confidence as well, I've not mentioned it in a few videos, but grab my 21-day confident workbook. It's free. Like I said to you, I said free in a different language last time. Please grab it and help yourself out. This isn't for me. If it was for me, maybe I would have charged. I would have put a price on it, but it's for free, because I want you guys to not. I don't want you guys to say that, oh, I owe Stay something. You owe me nothing. Owe it to yourself. Help yourself out. These are simple things that you can put in place in 21 days, as little as 21 days. Do you have that? Do you have that? If you do yourself a favor and grab the workbook. Yeah. Anyways, lovely people. Until next time, ciao.